it takes to make a whole note. It'll be 2 half notes, 4 quarter notes, and 8 eighth notes. Half note, it is equal to 1/2 the value of a whole note. For the quarter note, it is 1/2 the value of a half note and 1/4 of the value of a whole note. Now that makes sense. The eighth note, with this little flag that lets us know it's an eighth note, I'm going to come out of camera shot, I think. It is 1/2 the value of a quarter note, 1/4 the value of a half note. Write the word note here. And 1/8 the value of a whole note. All right? The next one, we're going to stop at this one. It has 2 flags. And this is called a 16th note. So if you can fill in the blank on that one, the math is easy. You want to try? Fill in the blank and let me know the values of a 16th note based on what you see here. Hope you got it. It is 1/2 the value of an eighth note, 1/4 the value of a quarter note, 1/8 the value of a half note, and 1/16 the value of a whole note. I'm going to sit down right here. I may be out of camera range. But now you see the note values for each of these notes. Remember what I said about a note? A note is the duration of a pitch. So now you see these notes with this duration. Now, I know many of you, you would say that a whole note is 4 beats to a measure. It's 4 beats and it gets 4 beats. But there are some times it does not get 4 beats. That's right. There are times that a whole note may not get 4 beats. It may get only 2 beats. Ever thought of that? So this is a better way of understanding the values for these notes in juxtaposition to the notes around it. The whole note's the biggest, the 16th note is the smallest, and that's why we started the big one. And by the way, it takes 16th notes, I'm going to just abbreviate it here, to equal 1 whole note. Now, no matter how much that value is when we get to the next thing, this is an absolute. This is an absolute. no matter what. It'll get half the value of a half note, this quarter note will, for example. It'll get an eighth of the value of a whole note, that eighth note will. These are absolutes. In your module, you should have what I call a note tree. It basically shows you from the whole note all the way down, and I think the note tree may go down either to the 16th or even further down. But this is an absolute. If you understand this, it's very basic math. No matter what I throw at you from this point on, this is an absolute. So look at it very carefully. So this is an absolute. All right. For everything that makes a noise, there is equal silence. So, I'm going to go ahead and erase this. And I, again, have a note tree that shows all of this. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this so we can see now the rests that equate. And by the way, the same rule will apply for the rests. Let me keep it up there. Let me just move this thing down one more step. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. And give me a second to check my camera to make sure that you are able to see the bottom most part of the staff. Yes, you should be able to. Well, let's not chance it. Let's just go ahead and move everything to the second line. All right. The whole note has a whole rest. It rests on the fourth line and hangs down from it. Has the same value. So whole note, whole rest. The most interesting thing, by the way, about a whole note and a whole rest, depending upon the music itself, especially when there are a lot more notes in a measure, and we'll get to that in a minute, is that sometimes you will see the whole rest basically be the only thing in that measure, regardless of how many beats are in that measure. Again, we'll get to that in a minute. You'll sometimes see that for a whole note. So it has its specific properties based on its count, but it also has a general property based on how it's looking in the score of music. Again, we'll get to that in a bit. You know, this is a half note. And this is a half rest. It sits on the third line and goes in towards the third space. And that is a half rest. The next one, quarter note. And this is a quarter rest. I'm not the best artist at this, but that's pretty much what it looks like. And you'll sometimes see people make a shortcut towards it. Of course, the book is going to be a whole lot more glamorous. After all, typesetting counts. But pretty much, this is a quarter rest. It consumes the whole of the staff. Doesn't go that far down. It consumes the whole of the staff. The next two, and subsequent notes, if you ever get further than that, are easy. It looks like, oh, let me make that a little bit more neater. Let me make it a little more neat. It looks like a number 7 with a ball on top of it. So this is the 8th note. And this is the 8th rest. I'm going to abbreviate this. 16th note. And by the way, this can be abbreviated as well. 8th note. And this is the 16th rest. Nothing more than the qualities of the 8th note, 8th rest, adding another flag to it. And it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Continuously going on. So now you see the rests that equate to the notes. Again, its values are the same as what we just did for the notes that will make noise. These notes let us know how much silence is getting ready to happen, how many beats of silence is necessary. All right? And again, it's an absolute, as it is a sounded note, same as the silences. All right? All right. We're done for this specific segment of our video for this module. This is video 1, and there will be a video 2 that will continue from where we left off. All right? So that was just video 1. Whew! And that took up pretty much a whole hour of that instruction. But now you got the real basics of music notation. Go back through this video and also through the book to help you understand.